Hey everyone, it's Zach, and we are continuing the bulk recording. Last episode, I got hit with a sheer cold and still ended up taking a win that match. So once again, we've been winning some, losing some, winning some, losing some. It's really tedious at this point, so we're hoping to get some more wins with this Coaching Copperajah team. So we're going to go ahead and search and find our next opponent, and hopefully it's not going to be Sun. So we have Nick, and it's not Sun, but it's Pear Song. I actually want to lead in Senor Rillaboom, just because we get the fake out, and we will also have the taunt. We don't really have to worry about Lightning Rod on Seaking, that's what it's primarily there for. Toxapex could be a problem, especially if we don't keep Rillaboom safe. And there's an NDD male, so we'll probably win the terrain war if you come in first. What do you have to trap, though? Seaking Politoed. So what are you doing to stop my play? I kind of want to fake out the Kingdra here, and I think this is actually a good chance for Rillaboom to max. Although, I just thought about how I have to worry about Hypnosis. So maybe I should have faked out the Politoed. Who are you maxing? Kingdra? Not Kingdra. Seaking. Well, there's a first. So as long as Politoed doesn't hit a Hypnosis, we might be fine, but I don't think Incineroar staying around. Get some chip on the Seaking, and max Quake into Rillaboom. Don't Hypnosis. Ice Beam. Okay, so we took out the Politoed. Toxapex. So I think Copperajah would be a decent switch here. And I just want to try to hit this Seaking hard. Max Geyser. Probably going into the Copperajah slot. Didn't take that as well as I wanted to. And we're probably seeing a poison attack hit the Rillaboom. Blizzard. You missed Rillaboom though, so that's the important miss. And here we're looking pretty good. Toxapex can still be pretty scary. Palo Sand. So I just want to try to hit this Palo Sand as hard as possible. And we just one-shot it. Nice. Gunk Shot. Miss. That's one thing about Toxapex is a lot of their moves are really inaccurate. And high horsepower is going to do a lot. So it's a 1v4 at this point, but I mean Toxapex is definitely one of those Pokemon where if it gets out of control, it can become very difficult. Baneful Bunker. Yeah. Copperajah can't get poisoned though, so now that Rillaboom's poisoned, I kind of want to get a knockoff into it. And high horsepower just takes it out. Okay, so we got a win today. I guess they didn't bring Pear Song. I wonder what they expected as my lead. But Max Seaking, wow. Ooh, we won 2 matches in a row in Ultra Ball. Haven't done that in a while. So we're going to go ahead and search for our next opponent. And I'm going to see what my dog's doing. Okay, so we have our next opponent. It is a very unique team. I'm really worried about the Amoonguss lead, and Snorlax could do a lot if it gets a belly drum off. There seems to be a lot to paralyze. I think we need Rillaboom in the back for the Wailord, and it can do decent damage against the Pelipper. Just Incineroar. So you lead with Pikachu and Pelipper. So we'll see the Drizzle. And you want to get Thunders off. But I want special defense boost. So I think here we bring in Rillaboom. We've actually gotten really lucky this episode. We're seeing some unique teams, which are honestly a little easier to handle than the standard metagame, but then with teams like this, you really don't know what to expect. So they're going for a late Dynamax. We're going to see a Thunder. Rillaboom doesn't take that as good as I wanted it to. And we see the Tailwind. We'll go ahead and knock the Pikachu out and get a special defense boost. The Luxray in the back could be a problem. And there's that Luxray indeed. So we have to see a Protect from this. So I want to switch in Incineroar and get a much needed Intimidate off. You could have Fire Fang. You can have Max Knuckle with Superpower or Close Combat. And you go for Max Guard, so you're trying to stall at the Dynamax. And there's the Flame Orb. So I think I want to Fake Out here. Because you should go after Copperajah at this point. Unfortunately, Copperajah's defenses aren't the best when you don't see Wailord. Shiny Wailord. Max Knuckle. And you actually go after the Incineroar. And I think I want to bring in Togekiss. Togekiss is probably the most sackable right now. We're going to see a Max Knuckle. And Copperajah lives. What did Whale Lord go for? Water Spout. So Tailwind's gone. Dynamax is over. So I think here I want to sacrifice the Togekiss and follow me. And try to get as much damage in that Whale Lord as possible. Whale Lord's gonna go back. Okay. We'll see an Ice Fang. Okay, so we will get Intimidate off with Incineroar, so that will be good. I could also see them switching out the Luxray to try to reset. We've seen that it carries Protect. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a double Protect here. And unfortunately, Grassy Terrain is gone. Pelipper goes out. Oh. You hate to see it. I guess we can just snarl and hope that we survive a Water Spout. Nope. Really well played on my opponent. They had some really good switch outs, and I should have leaned more heavily into the Luxray and maybe sacked the Togekiss a little earlier to get some more damage off on it and probably stop the Tailwind. But anyways, how did you feel about that all shiny team I went up against at the end? How did you feel about that? How could I have played that one better? Because I definitely feel like I didn't make the best plays and my opponent did make really good switches and really good plays. They knew who they had to keep in, they knew who they had to get rid of, so it was well played on them. But anyways, that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.